Hey guys, today I'm reviewing Fake Bake Mousse. I'll be going over all aspects of this Fake Bake Mousse, and at the end of the review I'll let you know how it stacked up to all the other self-tanners I tried. To start out with, this one's a very good price point. It's only $11 for this bottle. It's a 4-ounce bottle, so that works out to $2 and change per ounce. That's cheaper than average. I have no problem paying $11 for a self-tanner if it's a good one. But even though I really didn't like this one, I don't feel really cheated because it's only $11. Now this is a mousse, so this has a very different texture than most mousses. Most mousses kind of come out light, airy, bubbly. This one's very dense, and the best way I can describe it is it looks like shaving cream. That's actually exactly what it looks like, except it has like a light tannish gray color, and it's not white. The light tan gray color doesn't look like it would act as a guide because it's kind of light, but once you put it on your skin, it really does darken and you can see where you're putting it. The smell is pretty good. It has a pretty strong smell. It smells like fresh laundry detergent mixed with perfume. I've definitely smelled worse, but the scent did a good job covering up the DHA. I enjoyed the scent as I was putting it on. I just wish it was a little less strong because it is pretty overwhelming. But by the next morning, it didn't smell as good, but like I mentioned, I still smelled worse. So it wasn't bad. It didn't bother me. The next morning, it did smell more like DHA mixed with laundry detergent, but once I showered that off, it went completely away. Applying this one is a pain, actually. So the texture is like shaving cream, and as soon as you start applying it, the color deepens on your skin. It becomes kind of a brownish color, not super dark brown, but a brown. And it's very hard to blend in. So it's kind of like the first place you touch is where the product sticks. You can't really blend it in at all. I thought it was like just drying really super fast, but it really wasn't because it stayed sticky on my skin forever. So it was just really hard to blend in. I ended up very streaky because of this. I don't know why it was so hard to blend in. It might be because of the texture. But this one took me 40 minutes to apply when usually it takes me only about like 15. I've got it down to a science at this point, but this one just took forever to apply. They do send you 2 latex gloves with this, so I use those to apply. Make sure you use those or a mitt when you apply it. The drying time. So like I mentioned, I thought it was going to dry fast, just based how it kind of like just stuck to my skin and I wasn't able to move it around. But it stayed sticky for over an hour, and it was really annoying. I had that feeling like whenever my body parts or my arms would touch, it was like peeling them apart. I felt like sweaty or something. I hate that feeling. So I wish this one would have dried faster. The drying time was really unimpressive. And the results were also unimpressive because the next morning when I showered it off, I saw a lot of color come off in the shower, which was the guide. And when I actually stepped out of the shower and looked at my tan, it was so light. It's like almost all my tan washed off in the shower. Not to mention it was very streaky. So it's not natural looking. The tan's definitely not dark enough. It's really light, maybe 1 shade darker. And just all that hassle applying it, it's not worth it for the color payoff in my opinion. I really like the Fake Bake sprays, but the mousses I've tried from them, I just haven't been impressed with. So I feel like they should stick to the sprays. I had kind of high hopes for this because I do like the sprays, but the mousse is just very unimpressive. Men, I don't think you'll like this one. The color just isn't that great. And like I mentioned, application is a pain. It lasted only about 2 days on my skin, and I was actually thankful when it did fade away because I couldn't wait to get rid of the streaks. My tan just looked so fake and unnatural because of the streaks. So that brings me to my final rating, and I gave this one 1.5 out of 5 stars. Like I mentioned, I don't care for this one. I wouldn't use it again, even though it is so cheap. I want to know if you guys have tried it. Comment below. Or if you have a specific self-tanner in mind you want me to try, you can also comment that and I'll review it. And for more information on this self-tanner and many others, please visit us online at selftanning.com and on Facebook and Twitter.